live, but we have no sound. Not to worry, I charged up my Blue Origins, and I have to charge my Rolling Stones, which is okay. I'm gonna start the day off right. We just um we just gave away the prisoner of war uh, jean vest, and then I got the jean jacket to match my vest, identical except for the patches. I gave it away to a very close friend and member of the family. So pretty cool stuff. So let's power you up, Blue Horizon, and we'll log in. Let's go. Radar Plex 3. Hmm. Currently connected, okay. Let's double check. All right, can you hear me? We have sound. Let me click on it. Let me see if it connects automatically. If not, now we're in. Okay. So let's click off this. I'm trying to think so I don't forget. I feel like we need to prove. So I'm trying to think. Come on, brain. Yo, shout out to Winnie the Pooh. That's my dog. All right, let's see. We got a little stand status here. A little better. You know what? I'll just move this. That way you guys could get a little bit of something, a little better, a little bit more sketchy. You heard me? More better. Better. At least it's better. I'm trying my best here, y'all. So bear with me. For my students, as you know, official test start time 2 minutes, 5 pages, 5 paragraphs, 5 sentences each, 5 words per sentence, 5 computer spaces in between, 5 revisions. You can use your hyperscientific, you can use any artificial intelligence, but you must show the work and share the work with the class. If you do not, we're going to assume all you did was use technology, you will get 0 credit for it. All right, so let's rock and roll rapid fire. Have to make sure. I'm trying to think. I really want to charge up my Rolling Stones, and if I'm not mistaken, I put the extra cables, right? The extra cables wrappers. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm in the coop. Later minute. Maybe better? Still something. Not perfect, but we're working on it, right? That's the key to success. You work on it a little bit, every single day, every day. And then one day, boom, Warner Brothers, Paramount, Skydance, Discovery, Netflix. And you're like, what? You know we got to talk about the elephant in the room. But before we do that, I want to give you guys my fresh reflection on a thing. You know why? Because these thoughts, after you've gotten decent rest, are amazing. Just amazing. Move my power bleed over. Let's build our little officinas over here. Boom. There's the power indicator. No. Come on, man. You tell me you're charging, man. I don't see you charging, man. Are you charging? Now I'm trying to see what the heck is not charging. Like I'm not understanding. So I have power there, right? Let me try this again. I was thinking to myself, no, it's not registering any charge. Oh, we got a problem, Houston. This did not charge. Not all bad. Okay, let's see how much we have in reserve power, which I don't think is much. 33%. So if we run this cell, I'll tell you what. Can't run that cell there because it destroys this. Alright, so this is draining a lot. This is going to be plugged in, so let's just run it on basic, right? We don't have to worry. For some reason, I keep thinking about like a iPhone charger. I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what it was? I have found it. That's what it is. So I keep thinking. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember exactly from it. So let's see if we can change this a little bit. All right. All right. So let us get the day started. First of all, by the grace of God, here I go with these stickers. I don't know why I love these shits. Don't worry, we got a lot of stickers coming. Shout out to the V Friends. Shout out to Gary Vaynerchuk. Shout out to all my business partners at Vayner Media Consulting, Valuetainment Consulting, Patrick David Consulting. Shout out to my team in the neck. You guys are the best. Shout out to my team in the video. Shout out to everybody. Management, Rami, Mr. Josh J.O., and Marisa Ruiz, Mr. V, everybody that's a part of this family. I don't want to forget anybody, but it's too early and I haven't had coffee. So let us get started with that. Cafe. We got a large Beast Donald's coffee. Got the building blender here. See, law of attraction. You see this? God said you will have iced coffee today. And I said, thank you, Heavenly Father. All right. So, quick reflections. Very grateful and I'm very excited. Yesterday, during my rehearsal, I got to play Marcy Projects, which is my album paying homage to Mr. Sean Corey. You guys know him as Jay-Z. Sean Carter in the corporate world. I want to talk a little bit about that. I have a song where I destroyed him because I had to. My whole career, he's Saget. I've always been around you. I'm the only one that can beat him. Everybody knows that. So the album is symbolic for many reasons. First of all, we're about to close out the year. Second of all, it was much needed for the fans because what people don't realize is that NFT came out, I want to say, over a year ago. So it was like a build-up to it. I had gotten in contact with Jadakiss. We were trying to do some things in YO and in the Bronx, of course, Uptown, that's where we're from. On behalf of DMX and my right-hand man, Jay Bless, may they both rest in the heavenly realm. And I saw what they tried to do. We'll leave that up to speculation, but when they did that, I retaliated immediately. And I did what I had to do lyrically. So That record, which is the NFT single, was a closing of the chapter. So a lot of people might look at our careers and see the valleys and the peaks and know I'm always like a Kuma. I'm the hidden character in the background. I'm the hidden character in Super Street Fighter, right? Turbo, hyper fighting, right? And people may bring up certain highlights and stuff like that, but again, everything was a build-up. Before I delivered the knockout blow, right? Which was the Shoryuken. I literally hit him with the Shoryuken in the song several times. Like by the first one, he was done. Um, some people may not get to hear Marcy projects because if you bought the NFT Jay-Z 1 or Jay-Z 2 or Jay-Z 3, you don't have all three of them. You got to get Marcy projects to get all 27 songs. You can only imagine the amount of respect that was meticulously put into every single song, every chorus, all the other artists, thanks to Farik that worked on the album, all the other production, thanks to Farik that worked on the album. If I'm not mistaken, Farik produced the whole album. So shout out to you, Farik. And shout out to Buddha too. Those are my top producers. Shout out to Skeebs. Skeebs, I still owe you like 300. But don't worry because you're gonna be the producer of the Return of the Green Ranger and the new Mandalorian series. So we got that coming. And after that, it's the White Ranger, and then we kick off the year, right? So even listening to those records brings me back. If I'm not mistaken, actually, it's probably 2 years. If I really think about it, I think the album came out 2023 because I remember teaching at the University of Tampa and having to travel, you know, from this side of Florida and venturing out a few hours just to teach my students, right? And being able to listen to the album, going and coming back. So this year on live, I've only played it 2 or 3 times at specific key moments. You know what I'm saying? And really part of the fourth quarter game. But the level of appreciation is priceless. You have to understand, I'm not a little kid anymore. I'm not 7, 8 years old, 9, 10 years old, running through Marcy with, my best friend Jerry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be 44 years old next year. And even though I just had a birthday, I'm already thinking that way because I have a granddaughter, which is the owner of the company. Shout out to you, Nalani, baby. Everything I do is for you. You're the love of my life. And, it kind of puts a lot of things into perspective. So it was with the utmost respect that I expressed everything from being the underdog to how I did it. Like I gave you the whole blueprint formula. And then for my super fans, the blueprint series was my way of letting him know, like, listen, I'm worthy to pay this homage in this album because it was the fair way to ask for the title and the championship bout. It wasn't just a street fight, like in the lore of Street Fighter. This was many street fights that led up to a professional bout, and I beat him. I beat him undecisively. Some people, just like with Ether, some people are gonna say Ether is the better record over Super Ugly, which is a freestyle, and the Takeover is not really a diss record. It's more of a let me get your attention record. Ether was retaliatory, but in the spectrum of being offensive. Now, when I hear the people talking. For me, it's clear as daylight. Do you want me to quote some bars? I see right through you, Judas. I'm just a mirror reflecting your image. The minute you switch up your face, I pick up the pace. There's nothing to it. Not only did he destroy him, he sunned him. And eventually signed them. Now they're friends, business partners. What is intriguing to me is the fact that those two artists, it's like the new version of Biggie and Tupac. of where they would have been. I really see that. I really see both of them being inspired by those two. And with Jega, it's not really big on the Biggie thing. It's just Biggie was that moment. He had his moment afterwards. Even lyrically, he was just saying, "I'm worthy. I'm worthy of the challenge." I followed the same blueprint. I had to make sure that I was ready for that challenge. Listening to the record yesterday brought back a lot of good memories. And it's still a farewell and a way for me to say thank you because now we already spoke it into existence. If there's anybody that can do a verses with him, it has to be me. I'm the only artist that's worthy of that. And I'm going to fight for that because now, after the auction, I don't want to just go on tour. After the auction, let's make it happen because I'm going to go on tour regardless. But it's inevitable when you calculate the size of my catalog, how I've done it independently, how many years it took me to do it, all the Guinness World Records that I broke. We don't even exist on the same planet. I have 10,000 songs, and he does not. And most artists don't. And that's not including all of the records in the vault. Because you have to understand, before I was at 8,000, I wasn't including remixes. I wasn't including unreleased records. I wasn't including masters from before the first album or after the first album. Um, to this day, those master recordings are untouched. They've never been remastered, re-engineered, and it was an all-out lyrical. It was just a hurricane. That shit was lyrically Hurricane Katrina because that was my mindset at the time. So even though we're on this cusp, right? Where there's so many variables. Like I said, I thought about reaching out to David Lee, which is a very good friend of mine, by the way. And again, shout out to Happy Jewelers, producer Michael, CRM Jewelers in Miami, Gus Villa, um, Cuban Knows. Like, there's just so many people that I'm so grateful for. Tracks NYC, uh, Moses, you know what I'm saying? Warner Brothers, Discovery, Skydance, Paramount, Netflix, all these people. Good morning, good morning. God bless, God bless. You know what I'm saying? All these people, right? All these different entities that are part of everything. Even knowing we're gonna close the biggest deal, we're going for the records, and that's just day one. It's inevitable that people are gonna say, "Yo, this is Ryu right here. This is Ryu. This is the guy that won the tournament and just walked away." It's the same everything for me. You know what I'm saying? So saying thank you was and is extremely important because we're adults, we're grown, we're not little kids, we're not in Marcy, this is not 11.99, we're not out here hustling, none of those things. You know, who would have thought my mother, who's a franchisee, she's retired now, would plant those seeds where that style and that vibe would be part of the signature of the music. I actually have one of my nephews, he does music, and I can hear him implementing what we call jism, which we're gonna write. I'm writing a book about it, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. But whenever I do have that conversation with my nephew, all I want to tell him is just keep going. Whenever you find that jism, just keep going. Don't look back. That jism you're gonna find in a Jose Feliciano, Jose, Hector Lavoe, a Mark Anthony. This is like it's a flow. It is a technique if you think about it. So, again, sharing those things and in those moments, you know what I mean? You could tell how much battery this thing drains because automatically um, it sucks up so much of the juice. You know what I mean? So now I'm checking that thing. So again, gratitude, being able to say thank you, being able to be a gentleman, and come down from the ring and shake hands and wish the other contender the best is world class. Terrence Crawford, he did with Canelo. And as you all know, that was supposed to be our fight, but it's cool. It's no problem. We don't need to force anything. We've learned a lot. And again, the dynamics have changed. This is why I had to take Mauricio Ruiz out of his little music box. Like, we're in technology. There's a whole another universe here. You know, I'm thinking about reaching out to a David Lee. Why? Because we collect Ferraris. He buys a lot of cars for me. He buys a lot of cars for my friends. We're friends. I just never felt the comfort to say, yo, I got this auction I'm putting together. Do you want to invest? Obviously, he has the money. We have the same spec at faith. So that's another connection that, like, when you spec your car, the factory is like, oh, do you know that your friend, you guys have like similar specs? We may have the interior different, but the exterior is the same spec. Good morning, good morning. God bless. How you been, man? Yo, always good to see you, man. You was doing your thing. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was like, God bless, God bless. You didn't hear me. But good morning. A few more days to New Year's. That's it. Yeah. So tomorrow we get to party like it's 1999.
I'm still at work.
No. Tomorrow's not open. It's open after the first, right? Is it open tomorrow? And what about on the first? No, the first is closed. You guys come back on the second, or no? Or we might be open.
I got it.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm gonna watch.
I might be off.
Oh, there you go. That's it.
I got chicks.
Oh, all right. There you go. Watch a little bit of the game and just chill. I'm just gonna be with the family. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't do much. This is my only chill spot. After this is all work till I fall asleep.
You gotta have the chill time.
Yo, I desperately need that, B. You guys don't understand. You are the secret to my success. People are like, yo, why are you so chill? You never stress. And I'm like, man, you don't understand, B. This is how I start my day.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is 2 sips of coffee. Wait till I finish this gallon of coffee right here. I'll be doing backflips in here. Yo, I brung Jose. I just got this done. This is the leather version. I brung Jose the jean jacket, and then I got a jean vest that says prisoner of war. He has it on the back of his car. So I gave him the hat. Now he has the vest and the jacket, yo. So I think they say he's gonna be off today, but he'll probably be here tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he is off today. He normally be outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He would have been outside. When I didn't see his car, I'm like, nah, he's off. Then I asked the Spanish lady, the manager. She said she's gonna be gone for 3 days. Yeah. She said, yo, see you in 2026.
They got take them time off. Days off when they come.
Yeah, you need that. Even if it's 1 day. For me, you give me 1 day and I'm just like, thank you, Father, yo, for real, dude. Yep. And I own a technology company, so everything is computers. I can't disconnect from the internet. Everything is like the news. Yesterday, I did an article, and the Financial Times posted it 2 minutes before I did the module on it. If I wasn't here connected to the internet, I would have missed it. By the time everybody else puts it out, it's like, we heard that news already. I'm like, yo, within 2 minutes right here. Yeah. Unbelievable. So don't worry, we got like another 8 months of this, and after that, we're going to be on the beach. We're going to tell the whole family, yo, I need to take some time off. We got stuff to do. I don't know who's going to run the place, though. We're going to get some people to, temp for a few days till we go on vacation. I got you. Convertibles for everybody. I'm going to tell you every day so you don't forget, yo. Everybody, right? So, again, showing the appreciation, showing the maturity, showing the growth. How did I close on my day? I did a module with Patrick Bet David and the Valuetainment team. They're working on a few things, and there's so much insight that this person, even after reaching this much success, still brings to the table. When it was Christmas Day, and he posts up a masterclass, and he's like, "Yo, I'm still in the office." I said, "Yo, where do I need to be? If my mentor is in the office working, that's what I need to be doing." So shout out to all my mentors. Um, Yesterday, I was reflecting on the fact that, Horacio Pagani is still alive. We have a chance to collaborate. Les Brown is still alive. He's definitely part of my team. Anthony Robbins, Patrick Bet David, already part of my team. Even somebody like a Dame Dash, part of my team. I want to explore how many more opportunities I can, excavate. Mr. Jim Rohn is not here. Thomas J. Stanley is not here. And there are many other honorable mentions. But again, that's what I'm constantly working towards, right? Is figuring out how we can do this. Shout out to Arlen Hamilton, of course. Shout out to Mark Cuban. Um, Miss Hamilton, you have changed my life. And every day I want to make you proud of me. Shout out to Crystal Delgado. Maybe we should do all the thank yous, right? A year recap. Yeah, let's thank Rameli's Entertainment, Rameli Rivera, for management, Mr. Josh J.O., um, Mauricio Ruiz, the whole TMP team, the original TMP team, the Angie Martinez, Howie Take Two, uh, TMP, and the new version, the Manager's Playbook. Shout out to everybody that was a guest on the show, all the panelists. Shout out to everybody in the executive board. Shout out to V. Um, I'm trying to think. Shout out to Russ. Shout out to. Hold on. I have a list here. I have to go through my list. But just shout out to everybody who made it happen this year. Shout out to my team in Curated. If I go on YouTube channels, forget it. I'm gonna be here. I got like over 5,000 subscriptions, so most of them are my friends. Shout out to Doug DeMiro. Shout out to Hoovie's Garage. Shout out to Stradman. Shout out to Vehicle Virgins. Um, 1320 Video. Like I said, I could just keep going. Daily Driven Exotics. Um, Trying to think. Rick Corvette, Corvette Conti. Brink of Speed. Horsepower Obsessed. C. Gardner. Trying to think. Who else? Who else on the YouTube space? Shout out to all my advisors, my wife Samantha Lee. Um, Transcend with Miss Ebony. Adija. It's so many people. But I want to say thank you. Just want to say thank you. I appreciate you for everything you've done. Miss Crystal Delgado, Delgado Law Group, her husband, who's also a musician. Give me 1 second. Brandman Sean, no labels necessary. I got a marketing campaign for y'all. Gary Vaynerchuk, Vayner Media, Vayner Consulting. Shout out to all the sponsors. This year we had some big names. We had Coca-Cola, we had Sprite, we had Apple, we had Samsung, we had Huawei. Of course, shout out to NVIDIA. And the list goes on and on and on. So every day we work on it. Every day we make it a little bit better. And that's what it's all about. But again, it's showing that maturity. And again, Patrick Bet David being Professor Charles Xavier in my breakdown, Anthony Robbins, this is Wolverine we're talking about. Steve Jobs not here, but that was the gambit. Again, if you go back to Choose Your Leaders Wisely, it puts so many things into perspective. As a matter of fact, why don't we just go over that article? This is it's in one of my first books, and they're no longer in Amazon.com. You could just go on LinkedIn and go through all the chapters of the book. Just type in Future Tech Plus. That'll help you big time. I'm trying to think. Let's see if I can find. And again, we just released an article, Future Tech Plus, yesterday. So it's a lot of things. Like there's more Future Tech Plus coming. The podcast series, everybody knows why I needed to take a little break. It was too much. The radio show was too much. I have too many other things going on. But shout out to everybody. Michael Saylor, a micro. You know what I mean? When you go on my LinkedIn, just highlight Future Tech Plus. There's 342 editions. And just scroll down, put it on power. Oh, I forgot to take it off power. Hold up. Let me adjust my settings here because I was engineering and I needed the profile to be a little bit different. But again, overall, what I'm trying to say is thank you and just show my gratitude. And for people to understand that this verbal combat was musical. You know? I have songs where I'm letting people know, like, yo, this is one of my business partners. So shout out to everybody at Tidal and United Masters. Uh, Give me one quick second. Steve Stout, shout out to Steve Stout. Shout out to everybody, man. I got love for everybody. You know, there's even records. The other day I was listening to a record, and I'm getting all across the board that a lot of artists, but yo, I was before retirement. You know what I mean? Life goes on, man. So we're gonna go over this article because the more that I thought about it, the more that I felt that I needed a safe haven to just reprocess everything. And how many of my mentors can I still work with? Like now, that has become a life goal for me. It is part of the mosaic. It's part of this journey. We have Oakley, we have Meta. I'm just looking at the covers. Of course, Team Chevrolet. How many Corvettes did we sell this year? It's crazy. Um, Trade-ins. I don't even know how many cars we sold. But by the grace of God, we sold what, like 5, 6, or 7 F40s. That's huge. 2 COK GTR roasters, including the black one. Yo, God is great. God is great. No complaints. No complaints. Hit me up on the neck 504-202-5915, cyrexflex@gmail.com. And all I want to do is earn the opportunity to earn your business. If I could beat the deal, you get the car from me. If I can't beat the deal, well, God bless, and I'll try to point you in the best direction that I can. You know, everything. It's just been a roller coaster ride of a year. And guess what? Next year is going to be even faster. 2026, you're going to go through like 12 different 2025. So get ready. You know where you heard it first. Every month is going to be like 2025. Will Warner Brothers close the deal? We'll see. We are on standby. Man, again, I just feel that there's nothing wrong with recognizing when somebody truly deserves recognition. And there's enough for everybody to go around. You know what I'm saying? You may be successful in one facet, one area of life. Another person may be successful in a different facet of life. But shout out to Capcom too. We're definitely working on that new Street Fighter improvement. Yo, shout out to the Bruce Wayne, the yellow F80. That was my first spec, yo. That was my first spec. So shout out to the Jubilee bracelet. Shout out to Pepsi. The Fat Man is my favorite, bro. Again, one step at a time, right? I'm just looking at the different titles, going through different moments. You know what I'm saying? Even low points. You know, it wasn't all peaches and cream. The new R1 with the old one, the first orange Countach, newer version. You know, there's even things like that. Like I said, I picked up a few vehicles on the 4th, and I told the executive sales manager, like, yo, it only took me 30 years. He looked at me like, yo, everybody in the dealership was quiet. Should we read high people target identified? Nah, let me stay focused. Some of the academies we opened up overseas, I'm just going. It's going, 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 going. Let me see. Ooh, the Nevera Arc. Pulled out the VMAC yesterday. Mm-hmm. Very special. Very nice. Yo, shout out to Manny Cosby. Create success. All right, let's see. Still going, still going, still going. Power Glove Edition. Yo, we definitely impacted the price of Lamborghini Diablos this year. Nice little home run. A lot of people are restoring them. Ooh, wait till you see mine with the J swap. Twin Turboskis. I might put 3 turbos. I don't know. I might put 2 in the bottom, 1 in the top. So 2 hot V, 1 regular. Banger. And again, I'm just looking back. Oh, look, when I found out my granddaughter was going to be a baby girl, did an article for that. Never missed a moment, never a dull moment. I did an article talking about our future. That's before I made her the owner of the company. Wrote an article for my mother. Yo, my XC220 B. Orange. Orange. Now you know. Yo, Boston won the championship. What? Yo. NFTs, damn, we've done a lot. That's why we can't stop. You know, 700 plus videos on YouTube, about 350 articles of Future Tech Plus, countless books. So that goes to show you, for every 1 article of Future Tech Plus, we have a masterclass online, absolutely for free. Shout out to Larry Fink, BlackRock, Blackstone. I don't want to forget nobody. Don't get me in trouble. Shout out to the Michael Jordan 512 TR, baby. Almost for sale. We're almost finished with that car. We are curated. So please hit me up on the neck, 504-202-5915, cyrexflex@gmail.com. And all I want to do is earn your business. Whether you're looking for a $6-7 million Ferrari, Lamborghini, I can get you anything that you want. Just give me a chance to hunt the car down. Yo, the Sion Roasters, B. I can't, yo, when I first posted it for sale, we have an article about it. All the evaluations, like I was always fair. I always documented everything. Lawsuit against Walmart, beat them. My baby mama, Taylor Swift, come on now. By the way, in this 10,000 song music catalog, you know I got 3 joints with Taylor Swift, right? We are only here to negotiate, baby. Let's keep going, let's keep going. Yo, when the new Mustang came out, we did an article about it. Shout out to Frontier Airlines, one of our strategic business partners, just like a video. Shout out to Tom Hartley, the Hartley family. The SF90XX, Corvette, C8R, destroying everything. Friday edition Pagani Huayra in my collezione. All the Ducatis to match. My F12, cop the F12 on them. My Hellcat, my Koenigsegg, keep going, keep going. Oh, of course, the McDonald's franchise came out of the sky. You guys got to check that one out. The gold, touch the gold. 911R, white with the red stripe. Sion 6'3", hard top, yellow, baby. It's the only one in all yellow. 504-202-5915. And nobody has more 550 and 575 Barchettas than we do. Signature exclusive series, 911 Tune Turbo, Huayra Coffee Brown Carbon Fiber, baby, the color of cafe. We got it. The Warner Brothers deal, which we went over that already. When I hit the Look, I hit this world record. Let me just check on this. 1,200 songs in 2023. This is when I reached it. This year, I'm at 1,218. So that's what it appears is going to be for the year, which I'm happy. I'm not going to break the record. July 26, 2023, I had 1,200 songs released in 2023. So I broke and established the Guinness World Record that year again, because I can only break my own records. And you figure that was 2 years ago, July, August, September, October, November, December. So 2 years, 5 months, you can tell I've slowed down because I'm only at 1218. And I already explained the last album I dedicated to my son and his Triple Crown. That one sack led to the championships. My son is number one. So this year is all about my baby. So that's why I don't want to release another album because I dedicated that for him. It's my gift to my son eternally, even though my whole catalog belongs to my son. Um, I just wanted to take a look at that. Again, I'm finishing 2025 with 1,218 songs. But remember, last year, I only released about 400 songs. Last year was very, very hard. You know? It was very, very hard for me. So please don't tell me I had stuff. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold up. What the easy? Yo, it took me all the way back. It's okay. I'll just power up this right here. Let's just click on this. See what the easy. Wow. Okay, we're having problems with the connection. Nope, not working. Let's see, we're okay with the internet.